Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will going to understand about the browser context and page fixture in Playwright. This is very important concept that everyone should aware of it. And earlier I have already shown you that how we can install the Playwright and what is the use of the Playwright and how it is better than its competitor tools. So these are already we have discussed. You can go to my channels and inside the video sections you can go through the all the videos. Also, I have created the sessions for the TypeScript so that you can start learning the TypeScript also, because see, whenever you are automating anything, so the language is really important. It's play a very important role while writing your automation script. So you can go there and you can start watching it, though I will provide the link in the description box. So from there also you can start watching and learning it. So let's start today's video. So earlier we have seen that, in the Playwright, how we can write the test annotations, how we can import a test expect from the Playwright. So we already seen these things. Now today I will tell you that how you can use the fixtures. Okay, so this is your test annotation. Now this test annotation takes two arguments. We already discussed in the previous video. So and these, these are we are providing your test cases name, so that should be always unique. So my, no, we can write as test annotation and test annotation and test annotation and fixture, you can say fixture. So my today's test is test annotation and fixture. So this is your annotation. We have a couple of the fixtures provided by the Playwright. Those are like around 4 or 5 fixtures. We are going to cover a few of them today. So see, earlier we have seen that page. Okay. Now today I will explain you that how actually things work internally, so that you will have a more clear picture of the Playwright. So today we will going to see the browser context, right? So let me write here browser. Now this browser context, what actually the meaning of this? So basically, Playwright provide you some of the global fixtures, right? So fixture is basically means that global fixture, you can use it anywhere in your overall script. So when we are using this browser, test annotation will already know that, okay, this is the fixture which is provided and which is available in the Playwright. But let's see that if I will write like this, then it will not going to understand. This will say like it is a normal browser, right? But when I provide a curly braces, this is the way I am defining you how you can better in a better way you can write your test cases or test script. So this is a browser. We provided the curly braces. It means that this is specific related to what? It is specific related to the Playwright, and this annotation will understood very clearly. Okay, this is the browser fixture which is part of the Playwright. So it will allows you to to define and to define your test cases in a very good way. Now this understand there is a one notifications pop up here. Browser instance is shared between all the tests in the same worker. This makes testing efficient. However, each test run in an isolated browser context and get a fresh environment. So why actually we use this? That we have to understand, right? So see, whenever you are writing any test, right, so you have to launch the browser. So usually when you open in your system, you open any of the browser. So browser having like previous details, like it can be having your cookies, it can be having the extensions, plugins which you have integrated with your browser. So those will be part of your browser, right? But when you are writing the test for automation, you need a fresh environment. You're getting my point. So you need a fresh environment. That's why we are using this. So how we can use this? So let me write a code for you guys so that you can understand this very clearly. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to use browser dot new context you have to use. Okay, so you're using this browser dot new context. It means that when you're launching your browser will be fresh and empty. Right now, we have not provided any of the arguments here, or we have not passed any parameter argument here. So basically, I will going to deep dive into the playwright.config file, where we are providing the details of our browsers, which browser we want to launch, whether it's a Chrome browser, Firefox, or WebKit. So those type of details here. Though initial days I already provide you to some of the details there, so you can go to the my channel, and in the video section you can go to and see there. So let's start the here. Let's try to understand and focus here only. So browser dot new context. Okay, now this we have to store. We are going to store in some variable, so that you can call it as context. Okay, that you call it as context, and the type will be const. Type will be your const. Okay, so what happened right now? I'm not using await. I already clear you the concept of the await, how await work with the async. So I'm not going to more detail into the await side, because I already provided the details on that. But the structure it is using is like this. So you have to define a variable inside. To define a variable, you can use the browser.new context. So basically, this will launch your fresh browser. I hope this is clear for you guys. Now, next, what you have to do. So your browser is fresh, but you have to launch your browser, right? So to launch your browser, what you have to do? You have to browser dot new page. You have to what you have to launch? New page. Sorry, new page. Okay. So you have to launch a new page. Now this you have to store in some variable that you can call as page. Okay, that you can call as page. Okay, so what happened with this, that your browser will be fresh and new, and it will going to launch a new page, right? It will going to launch a new page. Now you can use the page dot go to, because see, you can what you can do. Let me first run this. We will open a one terminal, and then we can use as this. This command you can use to wait a minute. We run it. Okay, browser is launched. It will run the other test, which we don't want to use it. So let me put it down here. I don't want to run this particular test. I just want to run this test only. So test only I can use it. Now it will run only this test annotation and fixture test. So let's rerun it. So see what happened. What actually happened here is that it created a new browser, fresh browser. We don't have the it don't have the any cookies or any plugins details, and we launched the new browser. So now we have to use that. We have to go in some website. So what we can use the go to, right? What we can use the go to, right? Go to, and then we can provide the path where whatever we want to launch it. So in this way, what happened, you can provide http google.com. Yeah, it corrects like this. Okay, now don't use this. Directly pass this. Did you forget to use await? Okay, no worries with that. And here also we can use await. Here also we can use await. Okay. So in this way, what happened? It will launch a fresh browser, right? So now let's run this. You're running in the project in headed mode with Chromium. So it should launch a browser. It launched the browser. It's open. That it happens very quickly. But I hope this is you have seen it. So this is basically, you can say that your browser context which you are providing the details. But these are already the by default or inbuilt things which Playwright already know. So instead of all these things, Playwright using a fixture that is called your page. right? What that called, that is called your page fixture. So that no need to create a fresh browser. Okay, no need to launch any of the fresh browser. This Playwright will do for you automatically. So you just have to use the another fixture that is called page fixture. So we understand the browser fixture. Now we will understand the page fixture. So what happened, like when you use this page fixture, so you can directly use this page fixture to go to, and you can provide the path of this particular URL or web page which you want to launch, right? Or you want to navigate. So directly you can use it. And guys, await is like you have to use await, otherwise your test cases will become a flaky test cases. Await is basically using that until the page is open or until the web element is visible. It provide you some stability till that it will be, staying there on a particular position. It will not move to the other steps or other line of code, right? So I hope this is clear for you guys. Now I can directly use this page fixture, and here I can directly provide the endpoint or URL which I want to navigate. So I have already used it as like page.goto. So instead of writing all these 3 lines of the code, you can directly call the page fixture and you can use it. You can write your test in this way also with using with the help of the browser fixture, or you can directly call it as a page fixture. So you can use this as well, but this is a standard practice. But why I explain this to you guys, because I want you guys to understand what actually happened back inside. So this is the structure where Playwright defines everything. So now from here you can perform the sort of the different actions whatever you want to perform based on your requirement and based on your script. So I hope this is clear for you guys. Thank you for watching.